Hello and welcome. Right, we have got to set this going, but we've also got to stick down I've got the 67 tonner now, haven't we? So, but we did stick the two. Yeah, well, this we do need to put down before we actually make a start, like we did see it in the beginning. Let's stick those two down, and we're going to also stick. Let's for once remember to stick those on. The zone markers, a usual thing that I forget. Let's do it before I get to that moment. It's in time. Hopefully, I'll remember well before we open this. Now, it's amazing. I actually do remember to shut it down quite quickly. Right, so yeah, we're a little bit far out. I want to leave myself enough room. I also want to do so. It obviously goes in a little. It's a bit of a hiccup. And the second one we want to stick down here. Oh, forget it. Yeah, you've got to be inside the circle. Likewise, we're going to leave enough. Yeah, we did it against that hedge, which is not a bad idea because you can still. It's just a grass field. Do we really need to worry about that? Yeah, it's not. It's not the same as normal, is it? Really, when you think about it. Right. So our distributor. We need to stick one of those down too. We need to grab the lorry, and we're going to stick some water in. So it's true. I actually do get confused over the ins and the outs on this. It's not really obvious to me which one is which, because they both show signs of. Yeah, I mean the tip is you're tipping in, but the other sign to me looks very much like it's an in mark. So they both say in to me. Yeah. So I would presume that actually the in is the in, and the tip sign, which really is a bit strange, would mean that that's actually the out. Yeah, it's not a really obvious. Now I would have gone with the in being the one on the left and the out being one with the same icon with it going up. That would be my logic. It's true, it would. Got to be totally honest. That would definitely be what I would do to do that. Whereas Giants have gone for something which doesn't signify what it should do to me. So if I am right, though, the in is the one we're interested in. It should be like that. But if we stick that's right where I am now, then that, yeah, should be right. So smashing. We've got that, we've got that. We're going to need to stick water in there. So we're going to set this going now. Yeah, yeah, it's true. The one thing I was thinking about in this was I've never done the auto. You can use Courseplay to actually deliver, but I don't know how to do that. I must have a look. I'm not a massive fan of going totally. I like to sort of semi do this where it does it and then we sort of do the rest. I'm not a massive fan of like complete automation because otherwise I think, well, what's the point? Yeah, right. Anyway, let's grab this. That's just me. Oh, we're on the wrong one as usual. I'm going to go into time myself because I've got to be honest, this is rather a monstrous. Yeah, the other thing is, I don't seem to be remembering Z. Yeah, but what is. Oh, it's gone to my side panel. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, I've got a PlayStation 5 controller rather than an Xbox One. I normally have the Xbox ones, and it's completely different. I'm trying to think what is the best way for us to. I think it's probably. Still within range, but not for much longer. If I remember, if I'm right, then this should be where we get the dump mark. It's not, so actually I am totally wrong. But it's an in mark. How can that be wrong? Yeah, I think the dump is the dump. It makes no sense. The icons are totally wrong to my logic. It never makes any sense. Every single time I look at this, I think, no. Right, okay, we can still fill from there, so we're all right. Right, so we need to get the distributor going, and then I am going to say my words, because we've also got to send this butte onto that field to plant our oats. And we also, the other thing is I did a little bit of testing with the saddle track. Oh yeah, we need to scan the fields first, don't we? That's probably, let's do that. Yeah, anyway, let's time lapse this. No, I needed to, yeah, no, I did I was going to say, I did a bit of testing with the saddle track, and it needs, it just is a tank. So, yeah, this on its own. So what I thought was, I think we'd grab another one. Oh my life! Look, you actually scan that. And we want to go and scan the grass field. Although it's not going to make a difference now, we'll still get that done now. Yeah, because obviously the grass has already grown, so whatever we do now is not going to affect it. What we're going to do is, I'm going to keep the lime with the back that we've got as alignment, and I'm going to get an ACA because it's a 42 metre spread, and we're going to use that for the fertiliser and the other one for the lime. Now we know that feels awful, and this field is not quite as bad. Now how are we doing? We are doing okay. Yeah, it spins a little bit too easily. Yeah, it does. Ooh, it's not actually. Gotta be careful I don't bump into the. Yeah, it's not gonna take long to fill. Really, it does. It goes well with that particular. With the 70 tonner, it really does. It doesn't really matter about. Ooh, it's a little bit apt to that. Anyway, yes, I think I've finished. Yeah, so we did a bit of testing, and it needs the spreader on to actually do the spreading. It's not. I did think that. Well, I can't see anything on the back of the saddle track, so there's no caster discs or anything like that. And it's true there aren't. That's because you have got to. It's just an additional tank. So, and when I say just, it's an 8-ton additional tank. So, yeah, I am interested in seeing the slurry because. If you could have the Moesca Duo on, I don't think you can, but if you could, that would be rather a coup. Let's drop that. Yeah, we've not put our... I'd like to get the enclosures for the animals put down. I think we can afford them both, but only just. Yeah, we haven't got done as well as we did last time, for some reason. Well, I think we have. We've spent it differently, so... We also need to fill again, and we also were in the middle of let's say my words. There's a lot of work to do. There is. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. That's a little bit odd. It is. It says pH value bad, nitrogen bad. But when you look at the... I mean, oh, it is silty clay, completely silty clay. Well, that nitrogen looks perfect to me. I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, pH is awful. It is, but that's... I thought it was the saddle track. Oh, never used a saddle track. Why is that not playing ball? But it's nothing to do with the saddle track. You can switch it on and it does nothing on the field. So, but you can look at the green on the mini-map to see that that looks about right. So, I think that's the right one. Yes, it is. Right, let's grab that on and get a bit of lime. Oh, I think there's the right way. And, yeah, it's just a bit odd. Right, lime should get this side. There's very little fertilizer, but that doesn't mean to say it can't grab it. Yay, fantastic. Now, this is the 36 meter. Let's just see if there's actually 49. Ah, we did do it and I didn't save it. Create job. Oh, nope. No, it's not you. It is... misplaced a saddle track. I can't grab it. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's go on the field. So, yeah, it is a little bit confusing. So, create job. Yes, we've got it open and try to, but I don't think it'll do it. No. So, 49. Save course. Activate. 36 meters. And let's go first waypoint. Let's see what happens. This is a little bit odd. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, if we start spreading lime, we know we're good. Because I've got to be honest, silty clay's a bit of a weird one anyway. Doesn't... yeah, we're good. Yeah, pH value perfect, so I don't know what the nitrogen bad bit is about. Right, I would imagine our grass is not far off. There's a lot. This is a big field, it is. Yeah, it's just a bit of a monster, far bigger than I thought it was. But, yeah, one of these, it's not as big as Little House on the Prairie on Rhombus, as I used to call it, but it still is a big field. It is. Let's see, let's have a look at the hectares. It's 5.72 hectares. It's a bit of a beast. It is. Right, can we could stick the enclosures down. I think what we'll do is they will empty this so that we've got a while, and then I'm going to go back to the time lapse. So we've done the rolling and we've done that. Now we've ploughed it, so it shouldn't need... yeah, there was nothing it needed. It was just saying pH, and that was bad. But we've done the planting. It's all good. If we look at that, should get green for growing. And we should not need to plough because we have ploughed it. And we should not have any weeds. And we don't need to roll because we already rolled. So yes, everything is good. I think that'll do me. Yeah, because it's stick that in. Let's do another load of water as we're passing. Yeah, sort of. In fact, actually, the very Let's Play that I spoke of, Rhombus Road, was the very one that sort of taught me about the necessity to sort of juggle a little. Because if you do your job like this and you're passing and you do another job, it really does help you. The farm runs a lot smoother if you're juggling a little. But you've got to be... ooh, that's going to need a little bit of attention. It's rough. Right, so I'm mixing both hay and silage digestate. Not sure whether it will come in we're not doing it for the cash, but because we could just rely totally on our energy business, but that's not really the way I wish to play this. It's just that money for once is not a terrible worry, as in it is on most farms. Yeah, and it's nice to be on a farm that for once isn't worried too much about money, as in we've got it covered quite well. Right. Oh, the other thing is, what did that field look like? Because we did scan that too. What does it look like? All my life, you were saying this is nearly as bad. It's just, yeah, we know the others though. Some of these are really nice. Yeah, so we've got probably two of the most awful fields on the entire map. Well, this is 41, but we've got to plough it in that as well. So we will do that in a, yeah, when we get a little bit further. But it's a big field, as I said. Yeah, I think we're on the last headland before we do the minis, the ins and the outs. So let's get the enclosures because we know what we're doing, having done this before. So I do want the trees inside, so I'm going to have to use V mode and we're going to have to sort of do. I am right though, Giants have done something because you used to press, when you did the leveling tool, it ripped the grass. It doesn't rip that anymore. That's quite a nice thing. And they also, the worst tool I always found was the up and the down, the raise and the lower tool. That was always horrible. It was, but it's now not too bad. So we want sheep, and we're going to go for the Brummy Farmer one because it's nice and long, and also it's a beautiful one for that one there. 51,000 is what I always look for. So we want to pull back a little, and it is this bit here which is the biggest, and we sort of got to angle it a little. We're going to lose a little tiny bit of our field, which we know, having done this before. I would say that's not too bad. We will do a bit of, yeah, this time. I mean, we can't afford to do our animals yet, but I would imagine in the morning we probably should be. I suppose what we could do is do the horses too at this same time. I didn't completely look at all of them. Now we couldn't afford that one, even if we wanted. It was. It's true. We didn't have that one, did we? We could sort of, if you look at our sort of cheat a little. I don't mean that literally. What I mean is we've got a hedge behind at the back and that at the front, so we really only need one section of, I think we're going to use the same kind of fence as well, I think, which is, I think, the corrally type, which is the, I think it is that, yeah it is, it's got the uneven, strange things there, which I always look for. Now, do we need a, you can get inside through those side doors. It's based upon the Horman model, I think, by the look of it. So we could stick that there. And we could, like, yeah, it doesn't want us to join it because it's a different enclosure. So we can sort of do that. Also, I did notice there's a bit of space at the back, but we'll probably put a bush there rather than do it any other way. And we'll stick that as close as possible without it going red. Ooh, like that. Can't have that. That's better. We just go straight to the hedge. Like that. And then we're going to go for landscaping. Plants. And I think it's the 100. Is it, I think it's the very one we're on. Ah. Yeah. Why is that not? Okay. Never had that not be able to do that before. No, that's not bad actually. Yeah, so we don't really need to do anything other. Let's have a look. Yeah, that should be now quite nice. So we've completely done this and we can see that that's good. I don't know about the nitrogen. That's really strange because we can see it's really good. So we will put the shed just over here like we did last time so that we've got what I was thinking we would have the well, to begin with, we would. That's a point. You've got to think for the future. This is not. Yeah, I suppose though. This is what I keep saying about sheds. Basically, you want a shed for that's fairly close to this, and but the harvester really is eventually going to be servicing all of this area. So really, the epicenter of this is actually about here or about there. Yeah, and we don't really own that extra land. So where we did put it before is probably not too bad. But we could also, if we're going to buy one of the other fields, there's also bits on the edge of each that you could actually stick a building on. So I'm quite sure we could manage another building somewhere over here. Really, how's Betty doing? I'd imagine this is going to be quite a yeah. The beauty of that hitch is it twists far more than a normal hitch. Yeah, I didn't realize how good it was. So they can really twist and turn with it because it can pretty much go until that actually hits the back of the forage wagon. So it really is quite amazing. That's going to take a while. Right, so yeah, we've not really done enough of that. Let's just pop over and visit that because we have not finished over here. We need to go and switch the grid off as well, which we need to switch this. There we go, and it's the beaky if I remember rightly. It is indeed. Fantastic. Right, we also want, I'd like to do a little bit of landscaping on the bit where it's gone all green, because obviously that's because we had to use V mode. That one doesn't look too bad. It's, although you've got grass inside, so that's not quite right. So if we landscape, use the leveling, we need to sort of level. Where is it? From, oh, it won't let you. Oh, okay, we need to. That's it. That's more like it. Got to find the level where it is really. If we do a bit bigger. Ooh. That's it. We've done it. Fantastic. Obviously, we've ruined a little bit of the field, and we're going to have to tip the. I'd imagine the food is exactly. Oh, you can't do it. Yeah, a food. You imagine the food is just. Yeah, it is. It's right there. So we're going to put a little bit of. Yeah, we've lost a bit of the field, which we knew. We did know that already. So let's colour it a little so it looks more like proper. I think we're going to match. It's both concrete, but yeah, before that, let's get the levelling done on this side too, so we can see that you can't see the actual feeding troughs at all. So the level point on here is this central bit. Yeah, you've got to look for what is raised and what is lowered and work from that point, and then you will be good. So level tool, I would say 1 point bigger. So if we use that as the point and then pull along like that, and then go straight to that again, it should uncover anything hidden. Wow, it's certainly, yeah, you don't, not kidding, we can't afford animals. And then you go from the same point and just run straight under there, and it should all of the way uncover like that. Ah, that's a little bit, yeah, that's not too bad. I did notice you could see a touch under that corner. It's not perfect. That's not bad. It's not bad. Right, back to leveling. So we can sort of see... Oh, it's got grass in it, but it will. That's the only bad thing about using the V mode. It's not perfect. Right, so we got to about here. And the bad bit last time was here, but it doesn't look like this time it's not. Yeah, you've not got any raised bits this time. It was a bit more weird here, so for some reason it was a little bit kinder to us. So we've got a bush that hides that so they can't escape. Got an enclosed paddock there, and this has gone down much better this time than it did first. It really has. That's amazing. Oh yeah, we've got right colouring. Yeah, let's do a little bit of painting while we've still got a little bit of cash. So I'm thinking, I think gravel was not a bad one really to do. Let's do it about that. No, I think one less. We're about to get knocked into, I think. We are as well. let's get out of the way, shall we? I wouldn't. I'm not sure if we were. Ooh. We've been blocked. Is it blocked? Is it not reverse? Let's have a quick look. Looks to me like we're in the way. Yeah, we are. So this is going to be a bit of an issue. Well, it shouldn't have been really. It's just got to go flip around. From about here. So I think it was just, it never recovered from me. Right. Just let you go. Please tell me you're not on the wrong row. Let's just finish this off a little. Do a little bit of gravel all of the way to that point. Now I've got to be careful, I don't really want to go inside the enclosure by a lot. Yeah, so I always find this quite tricky. And you've got to, because it does bleed a little. It doesn't always stay exactly where it should. Of course, there is that new tool, which is quite fantastic, which is the I forget what it's called, but it literally does a nice, beautiful edge. Could well be called something like edge. It does make a bit of sense, and I'm sure it is something quite like that. Yeah. Careful. Not to wreck the field any more than we need to. Fantastic. Yeah. Obviously, we will be getting animals in the future when we can afford them. But yeah, we sort of went a bit lavish on things like the. Do we do? I think we could. What we'll do is like that. We don't want too much. So I think we can sort of recover the field a little. Yeah, we need a small plough, really, don't we? To do things like that. Right, okay. So I think the scene is set as it was before. Oh no, it's not, it was an optical illusion because the sun's shining and it's shady here. Like I could see underneath it, but you can't. It's not bad actually. Yeah, so is that going to see under that leg? I think so. Yeah, it's not. I know there's a bit of bleed, isn't there, with the grass, but it is okay. So we've got that down, that down. Obviously, we can't afford any productions now, any more productions. Let's go and do another water run. And I think we're going to go into a time lapse because I've got to be honest, this is going to take a while to get this grass field done. So, is there anything else we can actually do? Not really, I don't think so. Yeah, we could actually take over doing the field though. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to say my words and I'm going to take over. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming out of the time lapse a little early because I am getting tired. Yeah, I've done that thing again where you sort of almost fall asleep. So if I looked like I was going off the edge of the field, I really was. Yeah, no, I've sort of thought, mind you, I was going to finish now anyway. We've got the grass. I know I've just destroyed a tiny bit, but it is a tiny bit. Yeah, there's a couple of tiny little patches which I always say this about grass. Sometimes there's little tiny bits that you need to do allow create fields to actually get it to do it. Because for some reason, I don't know whether it's the map maker does a little bit of painting rather than sort of telling it to seed or that type of thing. I'm not sure. Not made a map yet. I've edited one. I've edited a number, especially 6 hashes. Yeah, I've removed quite a few trees off that on FS19. So just this little bit here left to do. In the next session, we'll get the stones and we will replant. Yeah, we've sort of this plough. Obviously, I never bought this before. We bought the little 4,200 one. So we've spent some. We've also bought the saddle track packs, and yeah, still wouldn't mind looking at the slurry, but to be honest, the dry method is obviously going to be quicker for us. So be careful. We're going to clock the hedge. So yeah, right. Last little bit. Yeah, at least we've done this ploughing. Yeah, this it's a bit of it. Oh, it's a bit of mist. Yeah, turn around. Yeah, so we've got our enclosures down, which is really skinning us. But I did notice on the hour we did get another tick up, so we're not doing terribly badly again. But yeah, we can't really. I think I'd like to go animals first, and then when we've got the animals to do we do need the buildings. Yeah, we do. Although this is also good for productions as well, really. I suppose, really, if you think about it, what I said, if we're aiming to have all of these, the sort of real centre is about here, sort of where they are. But you could also, yeah, no, it is. Yeah, there's a little bit of room there actually, right near the road. Now, I think the idea of this was that we did use these bits because you can see that it is additional field. I think this is you sort of can be allowed to do it, but I had this on the Oxygen Davids. It's if it's not owned by you in FS22, it's there's not much you can do except for cut the grass. Can you cut the grass? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure of the. I remember I did it. There was an additional field on Oxygen Davids, but it's not yours, so therefore you can't. But you might be able to cut the grass. That's the one thing I'm saying. So you couldn't do anything with it because it won't allow you to plough because it's not your ground. But we shall see. We could try the grass, but also sometimes you have to do it with the mower and not the forage wagon. Yeah, they've got different rules that I worked out a long time ago. So yes, we've got we've got all of that stone. I might set the stone picker. Yeah, grabbing. I might grab that. So we've got yeah. No, you're not the right one. It's that one there. Fantastic. And I've still not repaired that. I brought it across. I haven't repaired the cultivator. Long time since I've had that. Greenlands. It was a real big thing. We do all of the cultivating contracts with it. Right. So we should set the course. The next session. But we're not actually. Yeah. So Chadlington. It's a very famous place. It is. Yeah. A lot of people. I've not seen the series, strangely enough. I've been too busy making content. It's true. Everyone keeps telling me how good it was, the series of them doing the farm. So yeah, it is one of those things that I would like to take a look at some point. Oh, fantastic. And I would say we need to do 3 at least, I would say. Otherwise it's going to do weird things. I'm not sure if it will do it. Oh, we can. Yeah. Right, so, and it is 70. And save, activate. 16.8 meters. And we will set that going next session, and then we will plant and roll it. Now I think the yellow. So it won't matter. Well, it doesn't really matter. We'll be just scrubbing them off. So you can see what we didn't do a bad job on that. There's a few little bits around the edges. Apart from that, we didn't do too badly. So yeah, another cracking session. We actually got on with doing some work this time, and we did work. And yeah, we've got all the field done about, and we've got this, and we're obviously back. Oh, that's a point. How much grass did we get? That would be rather interesting to see. Quite a bit. 167 in that one, and 117. So 167, 267, 177, 284 tons, 287 tons. Oh, and it's doing the hay as well. So no. Yes, that's true. So I would say about 300 tons. So this is a big field, because that is quite a monster, really. We are going to keep it as a grass field, or are we? Do we do that? That is a point. Actually, I never thought about that. No, we do, because I want it to be the grass fields in separating us and the animals. Otherwise, it's going to be quite awkward to get there if you did crop. It's a very thin headland. If you pop over to the sheep, yeah, it's very thin. If you were going to like go over and this bit here, yeah, no, because you do need to feed them. Yeah, this will be the place that you drop off your food, and yeah, you could store a bit of equipment in this as well. So win-win. But you couldn't do that if it wasn't a grass field. So it's going to remain grass. But all that remains for this particular session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.